Hello, welcome back to SoFloDining. I'm Doris WithaD, and today we are at the chef's table with Chef Dan and Troy Ganter in Lighthouse Point at Papa's Raw Bar.
Welcome to Papa's.
Welcome to SoFloDining.
Thank you. It's an honor.
So tell us, how did you get into the whole hospitality industry?
Funny, my parents were my kids will be fourth generation here. My parents opened Seafood World next door in 1976. So I kind of grew up having a family-owned business that grew a reputation for some of the best seafood in South Florida. We were a landmark for Caribbean-style influenced seafood cuisine, and we had a fresh market. So when my dad opened, he'd fly planes back and forth, bringing fresh seafood from the islands to here. And today we still have that market. We turned that old dining room into a speakeasy for private parties. We also do some hosting and chef experiences in there. And now at Papa's Raw Bar, you have a wonderful restaurant, outdoor patio, fresh market, and a private venue. So I don't think I really had a choice. I was. Some say I was either born next door or conceived next door. So it's the legend's still a mystery.
Yeah, I've read some of the legend.
Yeah.
How you moved over little by little, which is the smart thing.
Yeah, because my next question was going to be, have you always been in this location? And when did you begin? But you already told us that.
Yeah, ironically, about every decade, we moved over a bay. We now occupy 7 bays in the corner of the Main Street Shopping Plaza. I used to get my hair cut next door, which is our prep and storage room, what used to be Ross's Hair Salon. And we're now sitting in a Thai place that changed hands 5 times throughout the time of 1976. One of them was pretty famous. The Thai family, they opened up Hard Rock Sushi in Fort Lauderdale off of Sunrise. So they were another local legendary family in the hospitality business. So this came about in 2014. We saw an opportunity to open up next door to Seafood World, and in paying homage to my father, we opened up Papa's Raw Bar. We had no clue what to expect, and it was originally supposed to be a hangout to kind of accommodate some of the overflow. We were definitely seasonal, and during season, people couldn't get in. There wasn't really anywhere to hang out. So, maybe we'll open a little raw bar next door and see how it goes. And it caught fire quickly.
Talk about it.
It did. I mean, it did, because when I came down, and I wasn't doing this yet, I came about like 12 years ago, and the first place someone recommended was here, Ruth.
Oh, that's
my mother's friend Ruth.
Right.
Who
She's
goes
been
to like
living
all
down
the
here
local
forever.
restaurants. She knows all the local restaurants.
Yeah.
This was the first place, and she sent me. I'll never forget. You had a lobster bomb. She took a picture of the lobster bomb. She's like, "You have to come to this place." That was the first time, the first place to come.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yep.
What is your most popular dish here?
So, beyond our kind of core foundation, my father always joked around that our business was built on stone crabs and conch. That's where we have our own boats for that. We import our own stone crabs and conch from the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. So there's a lot of things from being that core foundation of Caribbean style seafood to that heavy Asian influence at Papa's Raw Bar. And not just your typical raw bar. And but I'd have to say I know what our number one seller is, and all the kids craze for and adults, it's our fried rice.
Eddie's fried rice?
Fast Eddie's fried rice.
Oh, wow.
I always order.
That's what we always
That's my
get.
favorite.
Well, it appeases everybody, and it kind of gets us out of that stigma that we're just a seafood place or a raw bar. So you can come here and you can watch a football game, your wife can eat sushi and drink sake, or enjoy a wonderful glass of wine. You can share a craft cocktail, and your kids can have fried rice. They're known to have some of the best chicken fingers around. So there's an array of food. I think we're guilty of trying to accommodate everybody's palates and having a hard time saying no to people. So we've really grown to have a unique menu that's been designed by our passionate chefs, our passion for food, and our locals.
I love that.
And you also
Because
have a
if you
passion
can't
for
cater to the
quality.
locals, who can?
Yeah, but you also have
that's
a
right.
passion for quality.
Quality, service,
there's no
and
cutting
food.
corners here. I know that.
No, there's not. Most everything's made in-house. Because of the market, we bring in our whole fresh fish. We want to see the eye color. We want to see the bloodline when we cut into it, not you. No offense. But, we want to know that we're buying day boat fish. My brother's in Miami. He lives in Homestead. He actually married somebody in the seafood industry that got out of it. But we have a pulse on the business. I think my dad's been buying and smuggling seafood for close to 75 years. So, yeah. And the fried rice was kind of I hate to use the word fetish, but it was a fetish of mine growing up. I didn't want to have big birthday parties or go to Chuck E. Cheese or Pizza Hut. I wanted to go to Benihana's. And it wasn't about the show. It's just, I've always had a passion for Asian culture and Asian food, and fried rice has been one of my favorites. So when we opened this, we recruited one of the top chefs that trained under Sushi Ray in Boca. That was kind of the epitome of the best sushi spot around town. And him and his son joined us at opening, even a couple years before opening, as we introduced sushi next door. But we knew that we were going to have some incredible fried rice and sushi here.
So you just went and answered my next question. I was going to say, what is your comfort food? And there it is.
Asian food is my comfort food. Besides a little chicken cutlet with mashed potatoes that my mom used to make growing up, and I have a passion for cooking, even though I try and stay on a kitchen. I love Italian food, but Asian food is up there. And I think it's not only because of my passion for food, it's because of that umami we find in a lot of Asian dishes, that sixth sense that we're after, that's almost like a drug, like a sugar, like people crave sugar in the United States.
And it's clean.
But it's clean, and you'll find it in a lot of our ingredients.
And I know you cook, so I know you do cook, so I've been cooking forever, since I was like 14. But Asian food, I love it. I mean, when you make the right fried rice, it's like a quarter of a teaspoon of oil.
Yeah.
When you get it some places, it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
When I come here, and I think you could read the original review I did here, I put up this rice against any Thai place.
Wow.
And I'm really specific about fried rice. And
Yeah,
I was
that's the
like,
first thing he orders when he goes into Thai places, because he can judge just what's going on. in the
I
kitchen.
love it. You got literally customers drive by, and kids who don't speak many words say papas or fried rice. And, and the fact that you can get it with chicken, conch is my favorite. We do things with conch that nobody does. We blacken it instead of just traditionally deep frying it, which we also offer that traditional cracked conch. But I love the cracked conch on everything, on our tacos, on our fried rice, on our new Caesar salad. But you can get it with lobster.
Something else for us to
fish,
try.
Yeah, fish, swordfish, snapper, mahi, grouper, any fresh fish we have. We do a homemade braised pork belly. You can get on the fried rice, shrimp steak. So, yeah, scallops. Yeah.
oh, I think we had scallops on
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we did. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, really off the chain, so fresh and just tender. It's awesome. Yeah.
No, and let me see. Concepts. You've got a lot of concepts. You created a lot. You created a lot of concepts.
We did a personality test here, and I guess I've been coined as the passionate one and the visionary. So, I've probably been guilty of my life of being all over the place and not always finishing things. I've learned to surround myself by great people. I've learned to ask for help. I've learned to surround myself by better people, actually.
I'm still having that hard time.
But it is.
Asking
But
for help.
it serves the soul, and it helps us shine where we are. But we really morphed seafood world into Papa's Raw Bar now. And at Papa's Raw Bar, we have this barrel room that I discussed. We have the old dining room next door, still has the same wood floors. It's Priscilla Presley, Muhammad Ali, Mickey Mantle. A lot of celebrities used to come here for good quality Caribbean style seafood in a little kind of fish shack. So we turned that room into the barrel room because there wasn't a calling, or there wasn't a place where you could have a small, intimate, private party. And we had a lot of requests for that. Now we cater on yachts, boats, houses, trains, planes outside of here. Not trains, but we do planes. So it's nice to have this unique concept of barrel room, and we're still promoting it and getting it off its feet. Oh wow, the food's gonna start coming out. Yeah, wonderful.
Right back. We'll meet you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, the barrel room has been a great success and has that ability where we can have these private parties. We do a Class A Azul pairing every year. We do a dairy use pairing. We have different beer dinners in there. But you can have a
You get some
private party.
liquor premieres here. I think you
liquor premieres. It's fun and it's exciting. We even had celebrities that want to party in there and kind of stay under the radar. So instead of being in a public restaurant, that helps out. And So here's Papa's Raw Bar with concepts within, having a market, a speakeasy venue, and a restaurant. So, my cousins and I got together. We started the brand Papamigos, and we were going to open that up. And it was right before COVID, so we actually teamed up with my family, who was also born in the restaurant business. They owned a meat market out west, and unfortunately my uncle's no longer with us, but the legacy continues about good food and service. It used to be Danny's Meat Market. My cousin grew up in J. Alexander's. Her fiance grew up in Morton Steakhouse. So they're some of the best restaurant people I know. And they took over Papamigos, so it's nice to have family running it. They never quite opened up the location yet in Pompano. It's still on the fence.
One, right?
Yep.
You had the truck
Hopefully that's
there,
the flagship. Yep. So they're running strong in Coconut Creek and Delray Beach, and they're not stopping. They hope to open, and that's kind of our Asian. So you get tacos, burritos.
Yeah.
They're doing things on the taco side that is
good birria.
always good birria, and they're
good
trending, and then they kind of throw in that Asian mixture, so they have phenomenal sushi too. And oysters.
We had sushi when we were
Yes, we did.
with PJ.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go there often though.
And our latest out-of-the-box concept was wontons. We were going to take over the pier, or going to bid for it. I'm so happy Danielle from Oceans took it over. But with that passion for the Asian culture and Asian food, the brewery approached us, the new Cove Brewery, which is unbelievable. I mean, I've never seen a brewery so nice and chic and cutting edge. They've only been open for a year, and their tap room's been more successful than any brewery around because of the time and effort they put into not just building an industrial brewery. I mean, it caters to the masses. I can't wait till they get into distro. But they wanted us to do an extension of Papa's. We thought it was a little too close. So we took the opportunity and our creativity and developed wontons. It's kind of a word play on the word wonton, which brings our kind of, for a better choice of words, I'm not Asian.
Yep.
But, we have me and my two partners, Matthew Smith and Chad Lee is our chef and guru. And we really put together a trending brand that focuses on a variety of Asian foods, from Thai to Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese. So you'll find something for everybody. It was fun after COVID taught us to kind of build this scalable brand. So it's just a kitchen with a window where we can pump out food to the masses without compromising quality.
Blows my mind. We saw it, and it blows my mind. I was like, wow, look at that.
And we cater to the brewery, so we can't cater 150 people here, but the brewery can. So we drive a lot of traffic there. The Letchell family who owns the brewery, they're also natives like us, so they're very well connected. And it's a perfect marriage.
Yeah.
Great beer, better people, amazing food.
No, we love the concept. Like when we were sitting here, I'm like, wow, you just order here, they bring it over. Like, this is like wild.
I mean, it was just so easy.
I mean, I hate the term no-brainer, but it was like, wow, this is like a no-brainer. This
It's the
works
kind of place
perfect.
you can spend a couple of hours at with family, friends,
And
catching up.
what I like about
and
it is
just
the
being.
multiple areas, like you said about the areas of seating. In there, you have a lounge, you have high tops, you have a bar.
They
you
do.
have
We
tables.
even nicknamed it, like you have the patio where a lot of people party and we can hold 150
Patio.
people out there. They have the low tides area, which is all the lower tables, so they have the lounge area,
See?
and they have the bar in the front patio, so.
It really caters
really
to
unique.
everybody.
Very
Some people
diverse.
like a certain way. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Some chopsticks for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we don't do anything without having a good time and eating, so I think that's something that was also, my dad took me all over the world traveling when I was young. Instead of buying a big house for all the money he worked hard for, he's like, I want you guys to travel, and I want you guys to try good food. I want you to see what's out there. So which has also been part of our brand is the experiences we've had and shared with other people, and the experiences we have with our locals. When I joked around our business being built on stone crabs and conch, it's really built on relationships. That's what inspired our Eat, Drink, and Be Local trademark, and bringing the community together, breaking down those barriers of competition and using it as fuel to help one another, to share our resources.
That's
And it's
yeah.
all, so you said it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It's about service. If we
And-
can't help one another, I don't want to
And
be a
you
part
helped
of
me.
it.
I always tell you that you helped me. You're the driving force why I got my trademark.
Wow.
In the LLC.
Yeah.
You told me one time, I wrote up something about SoFloDining, and you said, you better trademark that. And then I
Yeah.
said, where? He said, there's places online,
Yeah,
And-
you're responsible
Yeah.
for this.
Well, we got to help
So
one
thank
another.
you.
Thank you, Ms. Jamie.
Spicy mayo also?
We're wonderful, thank you.
I believe we all have a little piece of the answer.
But
And it's
no.
just a matter of getting together and making it all come together and grow.
No, and she's not kidding. Like, you are part of the driving force of what we do, because a lot of the stuff I saw you doing was like blowing my mind. I'm like, here's a restaurateur promoting another restaurateur. That's like competition to him. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is weird, you know, but it works, you know. And then when we
If we can
start doing
keep pushing each other, it's like in the Bible they say iron sharpens iron. If we can keep pushing each other,
Yeah.
like that's what I want my
That's
boys
it.
to do. Don't fight,
That's it.
and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We can't be perfect, but 80% of the time, just try and push each other. And it's a part of service.
and
And
no,
be
the
just a
same
little bit
Another
better
grow.
tomorrow. Just
And-
a little bit.
No,
That's
and,
all.
and the
Amen.
same thing is when you recommend, like if someone says, "Oh yeah, where's a good steak?" and you recommend it, that's your character. That's your character. You saying, "Oh no, stay here. I got whatever," you know. The character is what's going to bring them back.
Yeah.
We go to places where where there's heavily tourist restaurants, and I hate it when they say, "Oh, don't talk about that place." I'm like, no one's going to come here and eat here 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And if you're honest, you're the one that's going to fall back on always.
That's the community. You know,
That's
where-
it.
Yeah, we
That's
gotta
it.
help each other out.
It's true. It's
That's
so
all
true.
about.
So you want to tell us
Do
what we
you have
got?
anything else to add, or do you
Well,
want to
yeah,
talk
I'll
about
talk a little
this?
bit about here. I
Okay,
kind of brought
talk
out some
about
of our new items, because that's one thing about our brand too, and maybe we're doing it wrong. But we redo our menu at least twice a year. We keep a lot of the staples on. Customers almost want to stone us sometimes for taking things away. We look at the P mix, we see what sells. It's never intentional. We've had names on the menu of people who have built dishes or helped inspire them, and we constantly have new stuff. We want to stay trending. We want to stay relevant. We want to stay fun. I hate to compare us to the Cheesecake Factory, but the menu is explosive. There's almost too much on it. Thank God we have 3 kitchens, because we still operate most of our raw bar or whole fried fish, or those unique items come from the market side. We have a sushi kitchen, and then we have our main kitchen. So this is not the place that you're going to come for a course meal. Everything's going to come out when it's ready. When you try and get your soup and salad first, it's not always guaranteed, because the soup's moving in here and we're constantly making it. But things are going to come out when it's ready, and we really want you guys to share everything so everybody can have a taste.
Yeah.
That's that kind of family vibe.
That's the
Like I grew up
family.
in an Italian family, or any family for that fact, but it's all about sharing. So what's unique about these 2 rolls on the outside is we're big for service. We're in the hospitality business, but like I said, I think it's our obligation here is to help one another out. So one of our guys, Tony, from Pelagic, we have our Pelagic nights here once a month. Okay. It's all about fundraising. When you come in here, any given day of the week, you can round up at the end of your check. That goes towards that spotlighted charity for the month. Pelagic nights is a party once a month that we have in the parking lot. We do a raffle, and that adds on to the fundraising for that charity. We've even taken 3 of our infamous foundations and named a roll after them.
Oh, okay.
So in the bottom of the sushi menu, you'll see an area. I'll show it to you. It's our Pay It Forward section.
Yeah, I
In
see
honor
that.
of Tony's Pay It Forward roll, that's Tony D from Pelagic. All these rolls, we contribute proceeds at the end of the year
Okay.
to those charities. The top one is FroPro. They're not just a snack bar that you find in Whole Foods. Matt and Chelsea Williams, they're the founders of FroPro.
Okay.
And it is a wonderful peanut butter snack bar, but they're saving lives. They saved my life. I've been in recovery for 8 years. Matt Williams is my sponsor. So this is one of those rolls that they helped design. Cheers to FroPro, guys.
Kudos.
Kudos.
Absolutely.
The Mission Fishing Roll, they're taking families who haven't had the opportunity to get out and do fun things because they've been consumed at home, either with a paraplegic son or some type of ailment. And, Tony Davis, one of our pastors at Calvary Church, one of my mentors, him and his son, Josh. Josh is in my son's grade. He's been confined to a wheelchair and is a paraplegic. And what they're doing to help the community out and share their story and share God's message is unbelievable. So this role is titled The Mission Fishing. And then the other one is Tony D's Pay It Forward role. That's not out here, but that's the name of the whole section. And that money, the proceeds, Tony puts towards our December party here. Every December, instead of a charity, we pick about 8 to 10 families in need in the community. We had a close friend that died, got hit by the Bright Line. The mom was left with 4 kids and 1 on the way. We picked them last year. We had another one that was had a couple bone marrow transplants. Shout out to Rocco. And So any family that we can help or that needs help. And Tony's been amazing that we've teamed up with Hayes Christmas Tree. They donate all the Christmas trees. Tony gathers funds to help out with all the Christmas lights and decorations. We get email lists from the kids of these families that want an iPad or a scooter, and it's not out of our budget. We have families that step up, and we're raising close to $25,000 because of the community outreach. We've had one of our guests say, I have a family that lost their son to a hit and run. Can we honor them? Yeah, we'll throw them out for pelagic nights, and let's make them one of the families for Christmas. So that's a completely organic, non-501c3 where the community is coming together to provide Christmas for local families. And that's a testament to what Tony inspires us to do, what that Pay It Forward role is all about. So the service component's alive and well here. It's a big part of our culture. When we recruit you, we want to condition you and hope that you condition us and leave something behind. We hope you grow out of here, that there's no bad blood when we leave. And we're not perfect, but we're all about our core values and our culture, that it's iron sharpens iron. It's, are we always learning and growing? How can we do better tomorrow than we did today? And have that, we want a place where people come in here, and people do come in here and they're like, what are you feeding the staff and what are they drinking? Why is everybody having a good time? Why are people happy to be here? Why do I keep coming back? Why do I feel like I'm on the water?
She always said that. She always says, they must be awesome and work here. And I said, we were here with our neighbors. Yeah. And I said, why? What do you say? She goes, everybody's smiling.
Yeah.
All the staff look like they're having a great time.
We're not perfect, but we really try and pour into one another, and there's challenges in the world. So if we can create a fun, healthy environment to come to work with great food, and but it's all about taking service to the next level. We learned, and if you just look to take care of your customers, our business would be gone without it. You can't overlook the people that come and work for you. You got to take care of them, because the byproduct will be a happy customer if you have a loving team and you pour into them. So we really take that serious. And,
it shows. It really does show.
And even on your social media, I watch your commercials with the food and all. You have fun with the staff.
We do. Mary's been here, our AGM. She's been here. How long have you been here, Mary?
Half a year. No,
half a year. Half a century?
Yeah.
Almost 30 years.
Why don't you step around over this way so we can see you on camera?
You're on the camera.
Yes.
So, yes.
Is she on there?
Yeah.
27 years.
Yeah.
27 years?
Yeah, 27
She's not camera shy. But she's been an agent too when we talk about core values, and we've been talking about development, and let's not have to part ways with somebody because they didn't do a good job and we didn't do everything we can to make sure that they had the tools to succeed and that we had the ability to develop them. Let's make sure that our passion for God speaks louder than being hidden. We're upfront about who we are, who we want to be, and creating that healthy environment. So we take it very seriously, and like I said it 3 times now, we're not perfect. There's times where she has to call me out on me being in a funk, or I got to get on her, but it's that ability to recognize that, to be aware, and to push each other.
Yeah, to be there for each other.
To be there for each other.
And being able to accept that criticism, that's the other thing.
Yeah, we do that.
Sometimes our employees just aren't in the right position, and sometimes you just have to move them to another position where they start to bloom and their talents come out. And
I started off as a busboy, and they couldn't find me because I was in the kitchen peeling potatoes, cutting celery, and I was like 13 years old. Really, and that's it. And it never stopped.
Yeah.
It never stopped. I had one job other than kitchen. It was a security guard.
Oh wow!
And that really didn't last well.
I know food.
But there was something to learn.
She knows the story. It's like the first time the guy says, "Okay, you can go on break now," and I said, "Well, what do I do?" He said, "Well, you can go to the cafeteria." So I'm like, "Okay," so I go there and I buy food. The next day I do it again, and I'm like, what the hell? It's like $20 a day I'm spending on food. Because, I'm bringing food, buying food. I'm like, because I'm used to being in the kitchen where you eat when you want to eat. So it was a total, I'm like, no, I need to go back in the kitchen. This security thing working.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've always had I started cooking when my dad joked around and the frying pan was up here. And I joke about staying out of the kitchen. I cook for my family, meal prep. I love to inspire the dishes here or help with the chefs. Thank God I've stayed out of the heat of the kitchen because I am a people person and I love to be out in front of people. I think that's where I shine the most. But my passion for food and people is something I think we all share here, and it's a wonderful thing.
It's like me, don't stick me in an office, unless it's about 10 minutes at a time. This is where I want to be, is out full of people.
And Mary does all
I do my best work.
She does all the recruiting here, and we're always growing. and learning, and we keep taking that to the next level about development. Making sure they understand our core values. Where's our training program at? How can we tweak it? How can we test? How can we quiz? So it's fun. It's exciting. You look around here today, like we said, we have a bunch of A players, and we have a C team, and we want proud of that.
That's part of like what we do, like with SoFloDining. Sometimes when we do our reviews, we go into places stuff's lacking. We offer to help train.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Or we even, if they don't want it, we let them know what could be improved.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff is like no-brainer stuff, but people don't see it.
It's just a
And
matter of training.
but you'd be amazed how many people don't want to take their criticism.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
And it's done.
I'm just
under the
trying to
auspices
help
of
you,
helping. That's all we want to
Service.
do.
Yeah.
Service.
Yeah.
Because without
Service, that's the
service,
main-
you don't really have much.
And you guys have a very polite, organic, vibrant, synergistic energy about you. So I can't imagine it ever coming
you.
across the wrong way.
Well, one of the big
Thank
things
you.
too is
that was
is
awesome. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
one,
Very
one of our big things though is what we said about the staff is I don't like saying the chain names, but the big chain names.
Yeah.
And I call it the Chili's mentality, where people have become accustomed to bad service, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, we come here. The first time we came here, I loved it. We sat out here, and it was like I fell in love with the place.
Yeah.
And the service was. The lady told me what the drink was, even though it was written there. She explained to me what it was, and a lot of times you go to places, it's like, oh yeah, it's right there.
Well,
You
some of
know?
these challenges, whether it's COVID or a day of bad service, these things are what hold you accountable.
Yeah.
So a wise person once told me, thank you, Amy Nenner, feedback is a gift.
Yeah.
And unless you treat it that way, you're not going to be open to criticism. And you got to listen. Listen to what people want, and you can't make everyone happy. But in this hospitality industry, it's our job to make sure that we have open ears, an open heart, and open mind, and we want to cater and serve people. So, why would you not listen?
I mean, I hate when people would, when I was a chef, people can don't take this the wrong way. I'm not complaining. I'm like, no,
Please tell me. Yeah,
tell me
more.
I can't fix it.
Yeah,
I
if
can't
I don't
fix
know.
it if I don't know.
Yeah, shame on you for not saying anything.
Yeah.
You're really not helping.
So, what else?
Yeah,
do we
some
got?
more of this stuff. This is so local inspired, out of the box crazy truffle pieces, spicy yellowtail in the middle. This is how crazy we get. This is the Cove roll that pays homage to the Cove community, the Cove Shopping Center, most of all the Cove Brewery. Love you guys. Next where our Wontom's Kitchen was born. This is a Cove roll. You're not going to see anything like it. It's got spicy king crab with crunchies in the middle. It's topped half-foot salmon and half-foot tuna. We sprinkle some cracked pepper on it. The chef torches the pepper to bring it to life. They put thin sliced lemons that are so thin that you don't mind the rind. You can actually eat the lemon. And it's so refreshing. It's got truffle butter melted on top of it, and then deep fried salmon skin that's also crunched on the top. So this roll right here is to die for.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. I gotta take a bite. It sounds overwhelming, but there's so much going on there.
So many flavors.
Well, you don't have to go to Nobu or fly to New York
Yeah.
to have something so fresh and delicious. We're doing it right here in a raw bar environment.
Right in Lighthouse Point.
Now,
If you go to the Bahamas, you find cracked conch, cracked lobster. We do it on mac and cheese now. We got our mac and cheese for the kids that you can have any protein that I talked about in the fried rice. You can have on the mac and
It's
cheese.
one of my favorite.
now you said you were telling us about the if you do the blackened conch and all
Yeah,
stuff like that people don't really ever hear about.
it's right here on the Caesar salad.
Look at that.
Blackened cracked conch. It's still tenderized, but we rub it in the blackening, put it on the grill. And it's crunchy, it's lean, it's not fried. Because the fried food is delicious, we crave it, but sometimes it slows you down.
I thought it was cauliflower.
No, this is blackened cracked conch.
Wow.
We finally, by popular demand, got the tuna rice cakes.
Uh-huh.
Those are homemade rice cakes. That sashimi style tuna. A little bit of a homemade guacamole on top. And then our fried rice. It is pork belly. It is so tender, melts in your mouth. The fried rice is done with the carrots, the onions, the egg. We make our homemade hibachi butter. So this is more the Japanese hibachi style.
Okay.
Or at wontons we do the Thai style, which has the oil, a little bit lighter, crispier. This is not too much butter, but this definitely has the hibachi butter. This is with the pork belly, but again, you can have any protein on there. I'll take that since I touched it. I don't want to do that to you guys. But yeah, there's something for everyone. It's not just seafood. We got happy hours here every day, 5 days a week. During the week, you can come and have half-off oysters, our raw oysters, our Noah oysters, which are grilled, and have the Parmesan cheese and the Cajun butter, our Rockefellers. We do a black and blue thanks to the Crockett brothers, that another foundation we support that went to Ely, Florida State, and played in the NFL. They came in here and like, you got to put some bacon and blue cheese on an oyster with that garlic butter, that Cajun butter. So we do it. We got the black and blue oysters. We got great Monday nights is a great kind of, we don't want to say in the biz, but it's a great local night that you can come in here and get $5 off any sushi roll, $5 off all our exotic craft cocktails. You can get $5 spirits. You can come in here and drink Espolón for $5.
Wow.
Yep, it's unbelievable. Tuesdays is $5 off all our tacos. We have Espolón for $5 and Casamigos for $10. Wednesdays half off every wine on the menu by the glass. So the ladies love Wednesdays. We do music Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday outside. Thursday we also.
It's always a party.
Yeah.
It's always a party.
I was going to say, because several of the people that I recommended, they're like, well, what's it like? I'm like, it's kind of like Key West meets the Bahamas.
Yeah.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, like-
And then the one of the gentlemen that came, the first thing out of his mouth, I felt like I was in the Keys.
You feel like you're on vacation. There's some local stuff all over the wall, stickers on the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you, like it, and again, you have that something for everyone. You can come in here casual, you can come in here dressed up. Quite known for the first date because it's so comfortable and casual. So the blind dates, first dates, birthday parties. We do. You come on your birthday, you get a free deep fried brownie. We make this concoction of the brownies overloaded with chocolate chips, a touch of espresso, rolled in beer batter, deep fried, and served with vanilla ice cream. So on your birthday, you come in here, you get treated like a king.
You go above and
you get all the
beyond.
favorites.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was like one after another. Awesome. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
all right. So,
Do you want to share your address with everyone?
Yep, we are at 4610 North Federal Highway. It's a little blind coming from the south and heading north. We're between 10th Street and Sample Road. Our phone number is 754-307-5034. You can find us at papasrawbar.com. You can find us on social media at Papa's Raw Bar. There's an S in there, PAPASRAWBAR. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, so Facebook. You find us all over. We also have our trademark Eat, Drink, and Be Local. So you can find us on those avenues. And we also help to try and support and bring together the community. So come to Papa's, support us. Get out there, support other local restaurants. Give your feedback. It's a gift. Don't hold it back because you're only screwing us or hurting us. So share your thoughts and feelings. Give positive reviews. Give those negative reviews direct to the owner so we can fix them.
exactly. Always talk to management, talk to
Always.
the owner.
Yeah, please. We're here. We're here with open ears and a heart.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, and we're supporting
Yeah.
each other and we're helping each other when we know things. We just put it out there and we help each other out.
Yeah.
You can't know what you don't know sometimes.
You don't. You can't.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's why we all stick together.
Amen.
That's why we're better together.
Be kind, that's right.
Yes, yes.
So thank you guys for what you do. We
Thank
need
you.
more of this passion towards service and helping each
Thank
other
you.
out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of why we started this, was I couldn't stand the negative reviews.
Yeah.
And how they affect
Yeah.
small mom and pop places.
Yeah.
So that's part of why we started doing this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's,
Oh, yeah. We just want to help.
it just
Yeah.
snowballed.
That's all.
It just snowballed
We
out
could be
there.
You
home-
guys are doing a
we could
great
be home
job.
retired right now. We could be traveling right now. We could be going away again right now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we like to help. And we know we have knowledge that we can pass on, so why not?
Amen.
You know? Yeah.
But I need a
that's it.
Yama.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Make sure you come to Papa's today, tomorrow, and the next day.
And don't forget to.
As always, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.